Hello guys, and welcome back to my second video of the year. I'm so excited to share this look with you guys because this is a look that I actually wore to work the other day. Got so many compliments on this look, the weird stares here and there, but YOLO. I know most of the festivals are done now, but if you do have a rave coming up, another festival halfway through the year, or if you love bold makeup looks, then this look is absolutely perfect for you. If you want to know how I created this bold purple smoky liner, then keep on watching. I did my eyebrows off camera, just a nice light fill using the Gimme Volumizing pencil as well as the 24-hour brow setter by Benefit. Ignore that we have a little bit of a mountain situation going on my eyebrows, so yeah, fun. Carve out our eyebrows as usual, just with a bit of concealer. I also deep cleaned all my brushes, and it's been like, I think 2 years since I've cleaned my personal brushes, maybe a little bit longer, but they're all nice and clean now. And to be honest, I've actually never gotten an infection from my brushes from not washing them for that long. But obviously my ones that I use with my clients, they get washed regularly and disinfected after every single use. So I just had to dampen my beauty blender. Now we're just going to blend out that concealer. I was actually going to do laminated brows today, but I forgot. I don't know where I put my Got to Be Glued product, so love that. Now just setting that concealer with some powder. Okay, lighting's better, hopefully, fingers crossed. So this is a look I'm just made up on the spot, but I'm so excited because it looked absolutely amazing. I got all the stares, all the compliments, all the questionable stares. This look is going to give you so much attention, good ways and bad ways, YOLO ways. So yeah, let's get into it. I'm going to be going in with these two palettes here, the Byeeeee Perfect Cosmetics Carnival 3 Love Tahiti and the Extra Large Pro palette. Mainly focusing on this palette here. I go with my finger and we're taking the shade Starlight. I'll pop the shades up along the bottom for you guys. And we're just placing this all along the lid. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's literally just like our base sort of shade. I am just tapping a little bit further up along the brow bone just to kind of wing it out. This is a wing liner look, guys, by the way. This is definitely a trust the process kind of look because it looks a bit crazy and it's going to look even more crazier once we do it. But once everything's tidied up, is that a white towel? There's a baby white towel in my room. Look at that. But once everything's it's like on its weave, it's just going down now, seriously. Once it's all tidied up, it's just going to look amazing. Trust me, just trust me. One of the main brushes you're going to need is a eyebrow brush using the angled end here. And now we're going to take the shade Tahiti. And this is going to be the first transition color to our wing. I like to line my wings up first using the corner of my eye as a guide. And look, we're going to make it long, okay guys? We're going to make it a very long wing. Pack on that shade a little bit more. Stop the wing like halfway towards your eye because we're not going to drag it all the way across. Just using back and forth motions just to kind of like smoke out the edge. Taking some concealer and we're going to place this under our eye. I don't normally do this, but because I am going to extend the wing underneath here and I want it to look flawless before I even do my base, so I don't have to worry about cleaning it up later. So just kind of drawing a guide first of how you're wanting your liner to look. So I just kind of drag it towards the eye, and now I'm just going to drag it all underneath here as well. I'm now going to take the shade Blackberry, and this is just a deeper purple, and we're going to use this to deepen up our wing. Do the exact same steps as I did when I created the wing. So starting at the corner of the eye and then just building that shade and blending it upwards so it kind of has a gradient look. So I feel like using the pointed part of the brush is really helpful for this inner corner bit. And then going back in with our smaller blending brush, and we're going to use this to buff out underneath our eye as well because we do want it to look smoky and flawless. We don't want it to be a harsh liner. Now we're going to take one more shade, and this is the black shade. So we're going to go in with the Extra Large Carnival Pro palette, and we're taking the shade Lights Out. Whenever we add each color, we're doing the exact same thing, using our corner of the eye as a guide and then just gently blending the shades upwards. As you get darker in shade, you don't want to blend it all the way up. You just want to blend it halfway through as you want to see the transition between each shade. I'm only going to use like the tiniest bit of concealer just to clean this bit up because you do want it to look soft. So I'm just using my flat eyeshadow brush and just kind of catching it as well as blending. It's already looking 1,000 times better than what it was from the beginning when we started. So this is actually not finished yet. We've still got a lot more to do to make it a bit more powerful. So what I'm going to quickly do is just do my other eye off camera, and then we'll actually move on to the base first before we finish up the eye. For the base, I will be showing you guys that technique that I was telling you about in my last video, mixing these two together because they're both very full coverage. This foundation is more appropriate for full glam looks, I would say, because it is very thick and very full coverage. You don't really need concealer with it, and this one's quite nice. It's definitely a medium to full coverage finish. It covers pretty well with just one coat, but it is a lot more lightweight. It's a little bit more natural feeling, perfect for every day. Look at how dirty my faux filter is. That is disgusting. I'm just gonna do one pump on the back of my, not even one pump, you probably only need half a pump really. And I'm gonna squeeze the top of my beauty blender and pop in maybe like 2, maybe 3 drops, and then just mixing that together with your finger, the end of your brow brush if you like. I'm just going to use a disposable eyeliner, and I'm just going to do a swipe, just blend it out with my beauty blender, and just look at that. You can already see the coverage difference. It's amazing. The reason why I like to mix these two together is because the beauty blender Bounce Skin Tint kind of dilutes the faux filter a bit, so it's not as thick, but it also adds a bit more of a glow to that foundation. The faux filter does have a luminous matte finish, but I feel like it still looks quite matte, so this just kind of adds that bit of glow. I'm just going to pop some concealer on, and because we did already put some underneath the eye, I'm not going to worry too much about that area in particular, just because I don't want it to look too cakey. Setting our face with the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose powder, starting with the under eye area and then blending the excess down the rest of the face. The powder's just so good how it just blows everything out, sets everything in place, looks amazing. Doesn't crease as much compared to other powders, it's just so good. Bronzing up the face using the Glowish bronzer by Huda Beauty as well. And just gonna really build this up. If you do find that your foundations are a little bit light, definitely just add heaps of bronzer because that can really help add warmth to the face. Obviously making sure it's blended quite nicely, otherwise it can look a little bit two-toned. Like me personally, I do feel like that Bounce Skin Tint foundation that I just used, I do feel like that's a little bit light for me. Before summertime, like I think in winter will be a decent shade, but because it's summer, I'm a little bit tanner now. Not as much, but a little bit. Time to add some blush, using the Sephora powder blush to flirt it up as usual. And popping it just above the bronzer. This is literally the only powder blush that I have, so I do want to try more brands. So if you guys can recommend some, that'll be awesome. I do love cream. I've got a couple of creams. Really been loving the Nude Sticks range with their cream products, like their cream blushes, their cream bronzers, their cream highlights. So good. Every time I'm at work and a client is looking for a cream product, I always recommend that one because it looks so nice. It blends easy. It doesn't look orange. And I'm softening up the edges. I might add some contour because I actually want to look really light. And I'm going to be taking the middle shade right here. As you can see, I use it quite a bit. And it's from the Anastasia Contour Kit palette. And I'm not going to worry about using a smaller blending brush for my nose. I'm just going to do like a light amount of pressure using the tip of the brush only. And just going back in with the powder and softening up the edges of that to contour. So when I did this, I just thought, you know what, rather than using my normal standard highlight, I just then took the Exo Beauty Halo Eye Liquid Eyeshadow in the shade Pony because it has that iridescent sort of look to it, but it also has hints of purple in it. I was just like, that's a bit fitting for this look. So I just popped that straight onto my cheekbone and I just patted it out with my finger like so. If you have any festivals coming up, I know most of the festivals are done, but throughout the year, if you've got like a rave or whatever, this will be such a good look. And then popping it in like my usual places where I would normally highlight and just still using your finger to blend it out. And I'm gonna make this look a little bit more popping, so I'm gonna add some more highlight to my cheeks because I love highlight. I absolutely love it. It's stunning. And highlighter is done. We're now going to finish with our eye look, and I'm so excited because this is where it's just going to make everything pop and feel complete. Now we're going to deepen up our waterline using the Makeup Forever Aqua Resist Color Pencil. Now that you've added that black liner, just see how it completes the actual eye look. We've still got more to go, but just see how it ties that wing all together. Just adding some mascara to the look, and obviously Sephora size up, you guys know the drill. Of course, we're going to add some half cut lashes. These are actually full size Shein lashes that I've had just lying around for so long. I've got like 3 packs of these and I barely use them. I don't really like the look of them, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut them in half and we're going to make that half cut lash. Just to give you guys an idea, that's kind of what they look like. Just while the glue is getting tacky, I might just do my lips in the meantime. Just adding my Lash sleep mask. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right because I hear so many different pronunciations of this brand. Laneige, Laneige, Laneige. But yeah, I think Lash sounds classy. And I'm gonna go with my Makeup Max Pout Pencil in the shade Classy. But first, this is actually a new product I got. This is the NARS sharpener, and I just heard so many good things about it. I'm now just kind of colouring in my actual lip just to fill in and add more colour. I'm now going to pop that onto the end of my eye because it definitely will be dry enough. The half cut lashes that I normally buy that are already made up, they're a little bit more full and have a little bit more volume. But this still does the trick, so I'm not mad. It gives me a reason to use these lashes up now. Also, another reason why I don't like these lashes is that both top and bottom lashes, they look exactly the same. Like I don't know which is for the left eye, which is for the right eye. So it can be very confusing. Now while the glue is drying on this lash, I can peacefully continue to finish my lips. Now that we've lined our lips, smack them together, we're now going to add some Milk lip gloss, and this is a plumping lip gloss, just in the clear shade. Probably one of my favorite plumping glosses because you can actually feel it, you can see the difference. I love it. And I just like to pop this mainly in the middle, and it takes about maybe a couple of minutes, maybe like a minute to actually feel a little bit of a tingling sensation. And then eventually after like 5-10 minutes, your lips kind of start to vibrate. It's a bit weird, but you know it's doing something. Okay, let's pop on the other lash. I'm going to spray my face with some setting spray using the Charlotte Tilbury one. Now to be honest, on my videos I was saying how the smell doesn't really smell that nice. It's grown on me, I don't really care anymore, I'm kind of used to it. I don't think it smells as bad as I did originally. And I do love the finish that this gives, so. And that completes the look, guys. I hope you all enjoyed this video as much as I did. I absolutely loved recreating it for you guys because I love how it looks. I love how I feel in it. I was so excited to film this. I really wanted to film it last night, but I was like, ugh, no, it's 8:30. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys all again in my next video. Bye!